Nakagami, Zarco, Mir and Miller is now your second row after the 3-place grid penalty for Aleix Espargaro.
David, your bikes both looking, really strong for this race. I want to know what's going through your mind right now.
I feel comfortable. I think we're going to go into the darkness and test this hard front in the race and see what we can do.
Final countdown towards the 2020 MotoGP World Championship. Pole position for KTM factory rider Pol Espargaro.
Championship cannot be won today, but it could certainly be lost for one or two. There are a lot of hungry riders on this grid as well. To find out, if you come to the grid and you don't fancy your tyre on that warm-up lap, it's tough, it's too late. Here comes Vinales, he goes to the end. We look to the lights, and away we go. A good start there from Pol Espargaro on pole position, and Juan Mir got away well also. So did Nakagami.
Out with Pol Espargaro into the first corner. Pol Espargaro has the advantage. Almost contact there between Nakagami and Mir through the first corner. Miguel podium battle, but Pol Espargaro from pole position exactly where he wants to be. Mir up the inside of Nakagami at turn 6. The fast starting Mir then onto the door. Somebody's gone down there.
Who is that?
It's Quartararo. Fabio Quartararo's gone down.
And that's got to be championship unbelievable. How many more twists and turns are we going to see in 2020? We need to see what happened there.
Will lead over the line. His brother Aleix Espargaro has been caught up in that early drama with Fabio Quartararo. Oliveira now trying to find a way through.
What's happened here then? Aleix Espargaro going up the inside of Fabio Quartararo. And then, oh my goodness me, no, he was going up the
front end. They're on different lines, but Aleix Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo down in the gravel together, but in separate incidents.
See our new graphics for this weekend. It shows you that Quartararo, as a result, as it stands, would be 30 points down with 2 races
yet again, just like they were in both Aragon races.
Rins is having a look. Here he is. He's up the inside of Pol Espargaro. Brilliant work.
Yeah, that was super aggressive and ruthless by Rins into turn number 11. Picks up pole big time. Now then, Juan Mir trying to run that go. He does indeed. He holds on to second place to Espargaro.
How's the heart rate now? Davide Brivio across.
Oliveira looking really good. 32.764 from him on the last lap. One of the quickest men on the circuit, actually faster than Pol Espargaro.
Suzuki KTM through turn 4, which can be treacherous. Mir here is really hungry to get through. Does he fancy a move there? No, not quite.
Whoever decides to put the heart rate monitor on Davide Brivio right now, give yourself a bit wide,
but that is a corner you can take a different line on to get some more drive through. Miguel Oliveira is looking very...
Suzuki's brilliant. The edge grip clearly better than the KTM in that tight infield section. A bit further back, Morbidelli and Sergey.
Mir's going for it again. He's thought about that move once more. Brad Binder has been told he can now take that. That's an Aprilia. I think that's Savadori, is it? Or is it? It's one of the...
Oliveira swarming all over his rear tyre.
Here comes Mir. He's on the inside. Same move as what Alex Rins pulled off. It's a Suzuki 1-2.
The Suzuki.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the number 21. He's currently in 7th, but it's a Suzuki 1-2.
Suzukis are just where they wanted to be, Steve, at this stage. So gentle. They've got the way to get the power to the ground without tearing up rear tyres. Now, this is a problem for the likes of Pol Espargaro.
Then from Aleix Espargaro and Fabio Quartararo, no contact made whatsoever. Wow.
Quartararo, having had such an amazing start. Oh, Rossi has got problems. Now, Yamaha are going to want to turn away right now, because if Rossi's got more mechanics... I mean, you talk about weeks from hell, weeks to forget. Well, that definitely is what Yamaha falls into. Weekend with constructor points, team points taken off Monster Energy Yamaha and Petronas Yamaha SRT.
It's looking at 9. Is today the day Juan Mir wins in MotoGP and takes complete control of this motor?
Their last win at this famous Ricardo Tormo circuit venue, Sete Gibernau in 2000, and
just set the fastest lap of the race. He's the only rider in the 31s.
Well, he's quite fortunate, to be fair, to be in the race. Quartararo, in some respects, a little bit fortunate to be back in the race and doing those times. His bike obviously not picking up any kind of damage. 31 right now.
Juan Mir closing on Alex Rins. The two Suzuki boys have not had too many battles head-to-head so far this year's feet. Now, these are precious points now going to the likes of Maverick Vinales. He's now moved into points position as a result.
So Cal Crutchlow's race is over. Alex Rins still making the headway at the front of this. He's steady in about 20 laps time, though.
Pol Espargaro's regrouped. He is not letting the Suzukis out of... It's because he's notoriously strong in the latter stages of races as well, and he's not far away in 5th.
Here is first lap mistake at turn number 8. The tandem tumble with Aleix Espargaro. He's in 16th place right now as Fabio Quartararo.
Suzuki's, 2 KTMs. saw the strength of Suzuki's and KTM's.
Rins, Nakagami and Zarco, they're coming back into contention. And Franco Morbidelli,
For his sake, it's not too late. He said he was going to take it steady to get heat into the tyres. Well, he can't leave it really any longer to start closing down. Lots of time to go, and he's going through on Franco Morbidelli there. So maybe Miller now has decided, I've got the heat in the tyres, it's time to push. He can win in 3 races. And if he takes it, astonishingly, it would be 70 points.
yeah, and now the Suzukis are starting to ask big questions of Pol Espargaro. The gap between Mir and Pol in third is up to all.
Once more, there's still a long way to go.
You've got a fascinating scenario here because you've got Alex Rins looking at his pit board, seeing 36. He beat his teammate to take that first victory. This is a really intriguing battle raging between this pair.
Rather interesting.
Yeah, and of course we keep saying how good the Suzukis are. They are the favourites to perhaps manage the tyres better, but who knows in this situation? Handling GSX-RR to get them out of a bit of a pickle.
Here's your helicopter view of the top 4 riders. Rins still in control of this catching. Alex Marquez has now gone through on Morbidelli. Morbidelli's in trouble, Matt. A 32.6 last time around. It's 6/10 slower than the...
Yeah, what a dismal day so far for Petronas Yamaha SRT. It's been such a fantastic and the Malaysian back squad, but it's all going horribly wrong, just at the wrong time.
Pol Espargaro's looking very good at the moment. We've seen that a few times from Suzuki's. Let's not forget, Joan Mir in Aragon did run into tyre troubles at the end of...
Absolutely incredible. There's some news on what happened to the doctor, Valentino Rossi. Simon, what do you got for us?
Yeah, just the thing just cut out. He said no electronic warning lights, no blown engine. The mechanic...
Doesn't sound like it's an engine. It's another place lost for Franco Morbidelli. Andrea Dovizioso moves up on him ahead into... It's the same as it was 5 or 6 laps ago. 27 points would be the lead for Mir going into the Grand Prix.
In between the two Suzuki men at all.
And that last lap, Jack Miller again taking a 10th or 2 out of Johan Zarco.
Pace has just dropped off a cliff. He's in the 33s now. What's he got to Petrucci? Can it get worse? Petrucci is 3 seconds behind. He was anticipating at all.
Still, we can track the Suzuki. So far, Alex Rins has not put a foot wrong out front.
And this is a real test as well of Mir's.
Wow, that is a long time ago. It's before I was born.
All right, keep me while I'm down.
Lucio Cecchinello at the moment. Yeah, he thought about that. He really thought about that, Joan Mir, into turn 14. So is there a move coming?
Like the Suzuki getting their rear tyre hooked up better at the final corner than Pol Espargaro. Seems like they've just got that slightly more braking stability. Pol Espargaro is awesome on the brakes into the first corner. So what he loses coming out of 14, he can...
Brilliant second and extend his championship lead, but this is what Joan Mir's about. He's so clever. He has battered away classy champions.
Oh, he's got it! He's made the move.
It's happened!
Turn
Mir
11.
leads!
11 laps to go at turn 11, and he's made from his arch rival and teammate. Are we staring down the barrel of Joan Mir, not only extending his world championship lead?
Brilliant stuff from Joan Mir. He leads the Grand Prix for the first time in quite some time. Into turn 1 he goes. Can he now...
The space, it was a mistake by Alex Rins, wasn't it? He was out on the curbs coming in between turns 9 and 10.
Actually, for him, there's another 10 laps to go.
Now then, what has Alex Rins got in response? 7 points clear he would be of Alex Rins, will leap from him into second place in the championship. And then Fabio Quartararo, Maverick Vin...
Really is astonishing. That's a hand and a half on the MotoGP World Championship.
Well, he came into this race, Steve, 14 points clear of Fabio Quartararo, because they are creeping, edging ever closer to their first MotoGP World Championship in 2 decades. Kenny Roberti in those 20 years since.
What a time to put in the fastest lap of your race as well. Joan Mir at 31.9 is asking big as well. Still plenty of time left in this race, but Mir now trying to check out. He's had double the podiums of anyone
in that Grand Prix. He was cruising away from Taka Nakagami when the red flags got thrown because of Maverick Vinales' brake failure at 100. He can say, I am a MotoGP Grand Prix winner for the very first time.
It's up to not exactly a line for the number 36, which will just add to the stress of Davide Brivio, but he looks so good at them.
Just set the fastest lap of the race. What a performance this is by Joan Mir. Alex Rins at the moment's got nothing for him. 3/10 quicker than Rins. Joan Mir. This is what the Suzuki does so brilliantly. This is what the Suzuki does better than any other motorcycle on the planet. Of this journey into the unknown for Joan Mir, absolutely awesome.
Simon, I've just got to come to you quickly about this, because with the
Long time, Stephen, I feel a lump in my throat watching him, on his way. I don't want to jinx him, but, an edge, and he obviously feels like he can do it, so away you go. He's gone for it.
He certainly has, and he's building his lead into the distance.
Rins will be hoping now that Mia's going to hit some kind of tyre trouble, which she does.
Second in the World Championship.
Well, it was all pointed towards a real thriller, a nail-biting final round decider in Portimao if it goes time.
Tense moments for Team Suzuki X-Start, but richly for this, Sylvain Ginterly being one of them, the test rider as well, who will be loving what he's seeing at this moment in time.
Yeah,
Fuuchi and Davide Brivio are going to be launched into the skies by their team again.
And just for all the Japanese engineers and crew steers for this factory effort this year, and it's all reaping big dividends right now.
I'm getting a bit nervy watching it myself, to be quite honest. The choice to go for the hard front for Jack Miller. He's not been able to match this pace and close the gap down to 0.9 for Joan Mir.
Just marvellous by Mir. Absolutely brilliant pace. Again, 3/10 quicker than Alex Rins in second. Rins ahead of him.
And it's another defensive display from Johan Zarco as well, who's managed to keep Jack Miller behind him once more. Brad Binder's now gone past Franco Morbidelli, and so has Danilo Petrucci. Yamaha's dreams of winning this world champion.
And the barrel of a pit lane start as well. Very, very soon if he has to break into a 6 engine. There is Alex Marquez, who's
the battle for the Rookie of the Year, Matt. They're locked on points at the moment, Alex Marquez and Brad Binder. They might be actually fighting for it on circuit shortly. Having practice going into battle with Alex Marquez. Now that will please Brad Binder just behind.
Yeah, 9 different winners. That would tie 2016, wouldn't it? Different race winners into double figures this year. That would be pretty fitting, wouldn't it? The way 2020 has gone so far.
You can keep your eyes on Ovi in 9th, and then behind them, Brad Binder, the fastest man on the circuit. Are we going to get a little Rookie of the Year
in the hands of Andrea Dovizioso? He breezes on by Alex Marquez.
Oh, Marquez has gone down!
He nearly took out Dovi as well.
He really near.
Just riding better than he's ever done in his Grand Prix career, and he's had some special moments. He's been on performance.
Zarco's form, his speed has fallen off. Zarco's got problems, I think, Matt. Real problems.
Try and find a way through on Dovizioso as well.
This is a great ride from Brad Binder. He's taking a penalty loop, ladies and gentlemen.
Crucial point. They're desperate to win that prize. Mir's gone here. It's his to lose. He's ridden this Valencia
victory, but he'll be very encouraged by this performance. They won't have to tweak too much to find the speed to be able to charge for it next week. Brad Binder's gone ahead of Dovi now.
Brilliant
He's
job.
Up to 7th, and we start the final lap of the race. Just 4 kilometres. What to do? The crew chief for Joan Mir, but this has been just some show from Joan Mir.
Turn 1 negotiation. His Grand Prix career so far.
These beautiful looking Suzukis in 2020 are getting what they deserve to pick up his first ever win. These guys, every corner feels like a marathon right now.
And this is a special feeling. His palms are going to be full of sweat. He won't care. The heart rate monitor will be going off the scale. He won't care because Suzuki are on course for a famous World Championship.
Miraculous!
Awesome.
From Joan Mir, who wins here in Valencia today. For Joan Mir, Alex Rins, and for Suzuki. Unbelievable!
Celebrations are going to get mere formality for Mir now that he's going to be crowned world champion in 2020. Fabio Quartararo limps home in second place. This week for Mir here in Valencia too. 37 points. Joan Mir leads Fabio Quartararo. The gap coming into this 20.
2 different teams, mechanics in the paddock, not Suzuki, have told me Suzuki's a great team. It's managed well from the top.
He deserves everything he gets, and there's some dejection here. The highs and lows of motorsport, ladies and gentlemen, encapsulated here today.
And it could all be over this time in 7 days' time. Joan Mir very much in the ascendancy now. Surely it's the time Suzuki had a 1-2 in the Premier class. The virtual fan wall, well, the fans all around the world, they certainly appreciated that. The Suzuki fans, well, they'll be absolutely spot on.
Oh, goodness me. Take the cameras out of this garage, please. Joan Mir's team. By the way, this is Joan Mir's first win in 3 years.
Yeah.
Sepang 2017 in Moto 3.
Good race today. We knew we are fast here, but that he can translate so well in a very good race. 7. He did the fastest lap in the race and super happy, and Miguel a solid race. So 3 KTMs in the top.
Rucci in 10th. Look at that smile.
When that young man came to Phillip Island, Carlos Barger on the podium. Great job by him from pole position, pole to the podium. Doesn't really get much better than championship contention. But here is, for the very first time in MotoGP, Joan Mir coming brink of becoming Suzuki's first MotoGP World Champion since 2000, American Kenny Roberts Jr. 2013. Josep Miquel Moya has the honour of handing over the Constructor Prize. Podium 5th in the MotoGP World Championship. He's certainly bowing out of KTM in some style. 3rd from Mir now will be our 2020 MotoGP World Champion.